This is a story about Louis Jodouin's father-in-law. That would be Louisa Fortin's father.
Father, yes, who lived in Pembroke. And my mother was sent to school in Pembroke when she was only 8 years old.
Right.
And she came home on holidays.
Yeah.
And she lived, well, she spent a good deal of time at her grandfather's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that, of course, Granny Fortin in those days was alive.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether it was a French-Canadian custom or I think more Catholics did it, so they didn't have to be French-Canadian. After their evening meal, they knelt down in the dining room and said the rosary. When they were through their evening meal, Great-Grandpa Fortin would get up and go into his study and slam the door. The reason he did that was because Aunt Julia had entered the convent, and he didn't want her to go. And I think he blamed the priest for encouraging her, so he quit going to church. So when it was time to say the rosary, he took off and slammed the door. But Granny Fortin would stand outside while the rest were kneeling in the dining room. She stood outside the study door and recited the rosary at the top of her lungs.
So he could hear it.
It's just him. I guess it infuriated him. Anyway, this went on for a number of years, quite a number of years. So when the dear old man was in his 90s, I guess he got kind of scared. And by this time his wife was dead, and Aunt Lynn lived with, she never married, she looked after her father. Anyway, he said to Aunt Lynn one day, "Would you get the priest?" And Aunt Lynn said, "Why do you want to see the priest?" He said, "I want to talk to him." So he reconciled with the church.
Wow.
And shortly after, he died. But I thought it was comical to think about the old man sitting behind the closed door and the old lady standing outside shouting.
What year would that be about?
Huh?
That would be like in the 1800s, wouldn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
1890
No, he
or
died
something.
in about 1930 something.
So this would be about 1910 or something.
I have no idea. Before that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one.